Let me start off by just reminding all of us the optional release feature. There are two optional release or enhancement types, optional and universal. If the enhancement is identified as universal, that means that no matter what you do, you get it anyhow. If it's optional, it can be either opt-in or opt-out, meaning you could choose to use it, to adopt it, or you can choose not to. And you can do that via the admin tools or through the provisioning side of the system. So we start with the platform. Our first topic is about role-based permissions. It's now an option to have target population of external users. You now have an option to create groups of external users and assign them to roles in your role-based permissions. This covers a gap which customers for onboarding previously had. It includes the option to add both active and inactive users, and that's an optional selection for you. Another enhancement is in the integration tools. So SuccessFactors SAP has developed a new productized version of an integration for NGA payroll exchange. It will be using SuccessFactors HANA Cloud Platform integration, and customers who are using HANA Cloud Platform and have a need to integrate to NGA payroll exchange might find this productized version a useful one. Next topic is again in integration tools. So there is a new option to create integrations, inbound integrations into the system using multiple files. So in previous versions of the Integration Center, one could have created only outbound integrations using files, and then in the latest release, the one before this one, they included the option to create an inbound integration. In this case, in this release, there is an option to create an inbound integration using multiple files. Another big improvement for you is the option to manage your provisioning access in a new provisioning access tool under the admin center. So from this day on, you can view and control who is allowed to access the provisioning on your instance. Until now, you didn't have any visibility for that. You controlled that by approving provisioning access, but from that point on, you had to rely on SuccessFactors to supply this information to you. From this day on, you can use the screenshot, you can use this screen, provisioning access screen, to view the list of users who have access to your provisioning, as well as to add users or remove them if necessary. Another improvement related to the administration tools is IP address whitelisting. IP address whitelisting is the ability to block or allow people to log in from a certain IP address or from a certain IP address range. Till now, this setup or this setting had to be done through provisioning. From this day on, you can do that using a new functionality within your admin tools or admin center. Here you can see a screenshot of the new IP restriction management screen, where you can indicate a single IP address or an IP address range. Another improvement for the homepage, which is on a beta stage, is the option to view information coming from multiple employments. Customers who are using global assignment or concurrent employment can use the screen or can use this new functionality to view information coming from all employments at the same time. In this example, you can see two org charts, tiles, one coming from one concurrent employment and the other one coming from another concurrent employment. Another example is a summary of your to-do actions tile. You can see a list of approval requests, and you have a clear indication from which assignment this approval was requested. You can see one from the host assignment and one from the home assignment. In addition to that, you have an option right now to choose to disable or to allow viewing of multiple assignments on the org charts, on the employee quick cards, and on the global search results. Some neat improvements for the instance sync. So instance sync is a tool for you, the customers, to be able to integrate or to migrate configuration you are doing from your test environment to your production environment. Till now, this instance sync was a bit limited to migrating complete MDF entities. And if you want to integrate a specific MDF entity, but you do not want to integrate the complete set of records for this MDF entity, you now have the option to select which records are actually going to be integrated or migrated from one instance to another. Another very important enhancement is the tenant refresh. A lot of customers, or many customers, ask SuccessFactors to refresh their test environments time and time again throughout the year. Currently, we have around 3,000 tickets of tenant refresh requests. These requests are submitted as a ticket to SAP, and it takes a couple of weeks it takes a couple of weeks to perform that. SuccessFactors has understood this issue and has started a process of allowing this functionality to become a self-service one through Admin Center. At this point in this release, they have released the option to perform a high-level architectural design for the tenant refresh. In future releases, they will complete this functionality and will allow a complete self-service action whenever you want to refresh your own instances. A few enhancements for APIs. So for those of you who are using APIs and developing integrations using APIs, all the API functionality is now centralized in the API center. Any activity or any action you need to take around APIs can be found there. In addition to that, this release includes many notable fixed issues and new functionalities around APIs. We chose not to present them in details, but we urge you to, or we encourage you to go to the customer community and to view the detailed release notes if you have any need to do so. Another issue that customers are facing is the process of adopting or implementing the new releases 4 times a year. SuccessFactors has recognized this issue, this difficulty, and has published best practices and guidance on how to do so in the customer community. And in the screenshot, you can see where you can find that. These documents will include high-level release highlights as an executive summary. Then 60 days prior to the production release, you will be able to review the release information summary. 30 days prior to the production release, you will be able to see the detailed walkthroughs and detailed guidance or configuration guidance for all these enhancements. And a few weeks later, you'll be able to review the release information webinar recording and PDF presentations. A few enhancements around mobile. So there is a new native learning version for Android. This release replaces our legacy hybrid implementation and presents a fully native material design compliant user experience. It brings the Android client on par with the online iOS client features. SAP would like to encourage you to upgrade your Android client to the 1707 version prior to the 1708 service release due date. Another nice feature on mobile is the ability to open PDF documents within the SAP SuccessFactors mobile instead of utilizing third-party PDF applications. SAP realized that some of the customers are facing problems in opening PDF documents using third-party applications, and therefore presented or added this functionality on your Android platform. An enhancement regarding customers who are using time off. A lot of processes include the option to or require the employee to add a certification or a supporting document to his time of request. For example, if you want to apply for a sick leave or report a sick leave, you have to attach a medical certification for that. Till now, customers could not attach this document or this certification on the Android mobile. From this day on, you can attach it and actually complete the complete process without having the need to revert back to your laptop or to your browser version.